Tony Beets stands out as one of the prominent figures in Klondike's gold excavation scene. Even the renowned miner Tony Beets faced challenges with his permits, leading him to cease his Indian River operation. Yet, an aspect of his history might be hindering his progress. The question arises, could his Viking funeral ritual have adversely affected his chances of obtaining a water license? Delving into the details of the Viking funeral and its implications sheds light on its potential impact on Tony's pursuit of a water license. What does Tony Beets' Viking funeral entail on Gold Rush? In a past incident dated back to 2017, Tony Beets and his team found themselves in direct violation of the Yukon Waters Act. This transgression involved the improper disposal of gasoline and the subsequent failure to report it, an event known as the Viking funeral. While Beets bore the brunt of the scrutiny due to his leadership role, Mark Favren, the individual responsible for pouring the gasoline, also faced legal repercussions. Favren was required to pay fines totaling $1,725 for the gasoline dumping incident. As a result of this incident, both Beets and his company, Tamarack Incorporated, were collectively fined a sum of $31,000 in accordance with the rulings of the Yukon Territorial Court. Why does this impact Tony Beets on Gold Rush? Brendan Mulligan, a senior water quality scientist employed by the Yukon government, provided testimony indicating that gasoline contains harmful toxins and carcinogens. These substances can pose significant risks to human health, as well as the well-being of animals and aquatic ecosystems. This incident carried substantial repercussions for Tony Beets. Recent discussions on Reddit highlighted this incident as a key factor affecting Tony Beets' eligibility for a water license. One Redditor remarked, "The incident keeps being overlooked." When your business hinges on water permits, the act of pouring gasoline into a pond and igniting it for a television show doesn't exactly showcase prudent decision-making. Others in the discussion pointed out Tony's perceived lack of effective land reclamation after his mining operations conclude. In contrast, Parker Schnabel received recognition for his responsible land management practices. This discrepancy has led to Tony facing less respect in this regard. Coupled with the historical Viking funeral incident and his lapses in judgment across various aspects, the possibility of him obtaining a water license appears uncertain. Was Tony Beets' water license for the Indian River renewed? "I haven't come across any recent updates here in a while," posts a Redditor by the username Mark2201. Tony's making substantial equipment purchases based on the potential renewal. Given that they're well into their current season, we should have heard by now if the renewal went through. Dubbed as Gold Rush's vigilant investigator, Mark has managed to unearth Tony's application number, PM18-066. You can access the details as a guest, he informs. So, what's the crux of the matter amid all these documents and graphs? As per Mark's diligent research, the most recent document is a request for information. It seems unlikely that it will receive approval in time for the 2022 season. Come on, Tony. This process has been dragging on for quite a while now. What's the reason behind this? Questions another Redditor with the handle user ID 1985. Is it tied to the local authorities or some council-related issue? It's hard to imagine that a paperwork task would take years to resolve. Although the government might appear to shoulder the blame in this situation, based on what Gold Rush has presented, an observation that fans are currently actively making, it's evident that the King of the Klondike is contending with a significant predicament. Nevertheless, a turning point is on the horizon in Season 14. Let's patiently await the commencement of the 14th season to gain insight into the unfolding developments.